But from that, I formulated, the group, we formulated the questions and the tools and everything else.
I think it would be interesting to see a proposal, because when I am invited to evaluate a program, mostly I have a long dialogue with the the commissioner, and then with the leading team, and only after that I write the proposal for the evaluation. And the evaluation and the proposal for the evaluation includes all the tools that and the questions that have been raised during the conversations, so that it is very intensively tied with the goals and the assumptions as the leading team sees them and understands them. And mostly it's about mixed methodologies. Mixed methodologies.
It's not that we're not allowed to change anything. You can add questions if you like, and if you feel the need. You have to observe the questions in the.
Yes, you have a part in your proposal. Yes, you have a part in your proposal, but usually when you have a, let's say, 5 or 7 years evaluation of a program, I'm facing such a situation. Now we have 33 evaluation questions. Each of them should be analyzed. And it is a tremendous amount of data because it's a program of almost 4 billion euro. And so in order to improve something, you don't have time because you are constrained of a certain under our European regulation. It's not only Romanian regulation. You have to submit it in a certain period of time that the commissioner is imposing to you.
But your program also can ask questions as what is it going on there?
Yes, this is, yes.
That are the description, history, more than critical. You can just say what's going on there from within.
I think that the problem is beyond. What are the objectives of the evaluation? Because sometimes in Romania, the objectives of the evaluation are related to European Union procedures and to definition of programs that is more or less imposed. It's not a need that comes from within.
It's top down and not bottom up.
Yes.
Evaluation in a way.
Yes, right. So this is why many times the commissioners are not really interested in evaluate, to do an evaluation from which to improve the program, the implementation or the next generation of programs.
It's outcome evaluation.
Yes,
Results-based.
yes, result-based. So this is why we have maybe 33 items and produce a lot of data to demonstrate that the evaluation was solid, was professional, was technical, and the result is what it is written there. And then it goes to the drawer, as you said. Yeah.
It's evidence-based evaluation.
Yeah.
What happens with those evaluations? What are they used for?
Depending on the management authorities, some of them which are, let's say, more evolved, they are improving the implementation during the program implementation. The others are just putting them there, it was okay, checked.
And they are posted on the internet.
Let's drink a beer.
More formality.
If the government is changing.
But I have to add you, we have not reached to the point that we can transfer the good practice from the European financing programs to national programs. I don't know, maybe my colleagues know, I'm not aware of a single program financed from the national budget that was evaluated. I don't know.
I think it can be taken as an opportunity. So in a place where no evaluation is being conducted, and in a place where people are not used to ask themselves, am I doing really what I think that I am doing? Okay? The fact that the EU requires the evaluation can be an opportunity to start to build a new culture of evaluation when people who is working in the field, if they will feel that this evaluation really contributes to their work and makes it better, maybe after that they will want it. They will ask for it.
They will become evaluation fans, you know.
No, it can start as something exterior to them, something they don't want, something they have to do because of the law, whatever, or for the money. But if the people working in the field, the evaluators, will make a very good work and they will feel that it is good for them, then they will want it. Maybe.
I have something to say. In Romania, people are afraid to be evaluated by someone else because of the...
Also in Israel.
The former communists, the past. If you're asking something, they say, oh, what are you asking for? The data, where are they going? It's a very close society in one sense, from this aspect. And maybe it will be a learning process even for the others, not only from our part. Maybe we can share ideas, but it's going to be accepted.
What I've learned, almost I think, how many years I'm doing evaluation? Many. And what I've learned is that in order to create trust, you have to create a partnership.
Yes.
And if you really put time in it at the first stage, and then is the suspicious and what are you doing here? Why are you asking all these questions? And we have this reality also in Israel when you come and you start asking questions. But if you first form this partnership, that's a win-win situation, and the people understand that they are going to gain out of it. I believe, I'm the optimistic, I believe in people. So it happens, it really happens. Sometimes it takes time. It's a marathon sometimes. It's not a short range, running, but it happens. And in my experience, if you believe strongly enough that you can create it, it comes.
I'm more
in a
optimistic
way.
than you because I have seen in Romania many very, very big steps, especially, for example, in contestation, appeals against evaluation. People in Romania are coming now to if they had an appeal against something. In the past, they searched for a lawyer, and now we started to understand it's not a lawyer procedure, it's a technical procedure. And this learning experience can be a first step for partnership, because the evaluators are not against the projects, are together in their projects.
Right.
Is there anything specific for your culture or context or legislation or anything which you believe it's favoring the evaluation as a part of the culture, or as a part of, or it's contributing to the development of evaluation culture in Israel?
Did you
I think it is the fact that the evaluators are becoming more professional than in the past. I think that we, the evaluators, are making better work than we did. And maybe we are אולי פחות נכנעים ללחץ, כאילו. We are less submitting to influences, to outside influences and to outside requirements. You know, you say, okay, that's what I have to do. Okay, I'll do it. But I'll do this, and I'll do it my own way. Okay? And this makes a difference. It's part of the answer. I don't think it's all the answer, but I think it's part of the answer.
When we are professionally, I go along with what Judith said, if we are really convinced and believe in the way we are working, and I think that we also have a more declared picture of what evaluation is. We now make its integration between, you know, the three that Barbara showed before, the use, the value, and the methodology. Yes, and the methodology. I feel more confidence. I know what I'm doing. I say no, thank you. I won't do it because I'm very convinced now. And nothing will happen. I say no, thank you, maybe somebody else, but not me. Because if I don't have the ground to really work with the partnership and they give the time, so that's it. But it's really, really not easy.
I think that, I put the website of the Israeli Evaluation Association up there. And I think that slowly but surely the influence of the organization has improved the quality of evaluation in Israel because through conferences and study days, we've opened up the world, the evaluators in Israel, to the outside world. Because for many years, everybody worked in isolation. They didn't talk to anybody about it because they'd fall asleep. And they, you know, it brought together the community of evaluators so they could learn together. And that raised the quality of evaluation, I think. And the awareness of it. I still don't, it's not a main priority in anybody's book.
No.
I mean, no matter how nice it is and how good people think it's helping, and it does help, and everybody says it helps, but it's not a high priority.
It's a nice to have thing, not a must.
When
yes,
you know,
we're nice to have.
When a project is financed, the bottom line is they would rather have the money in the project than for an evaluator.
I asked you because you underlined several times the importance of the partnership, and I'm working for an NGO, and I feel that there is a very strong competition no matter what. So there is no cooperation between organizations. I am also a PhD student, and I don't see a strong relationship between the academia, the business sector, the governmental sector, the NGO sector, in any situation, not only when we speak about evaluation. But, you know, all the time our argument is, you know, evaluation is like control, it's like audit, it's like we fear the word, we don't understand. I think it's more than that. It's probably something in our culture or our past that we cannot overcome this and start to think together. Why we need this, or how can we use it? Because your question was very relevant, I think. What do we do with these evaluations? Okay, we do them because the Commission says so. But what are we going to do with them? We just send them to the Commission and that's it? Of course, then the result will be a 33 list with questions somebody answered and forget about it.